Hey guys, welcome back to Gunpla TV. I'm back!
Yes.
It's me, Lindsay.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Long time no see.
Yeah, so we've had quite an exciting run recently with Gunpla TV. You guys did the big episode 300. We're on 301 today.
301.
You finally passed
finished.
the big hurdle.
Right.
Now the next is 400. But that'll be many, many weeks later.
Right, years? Well, it took us 2 years to get from 200 to 300 about, so.
But anyways, the excitement continues because as you can see, everything on this desk today is new.
Right, it's Christmas time, basically. So December, the Bandai comes out with their big releases, and boy, do we have a big one this season. Let's just get right into it, because that's what everybody's probably looking at. It's the brand new Perfect Grade
Seven
Sword G. It is the G, the OG, the gangster.
And I'm just like, okay, I won't open it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that too, but oh my goodness, that's...
You guys gotta wait.
Yeah, we'll show that. We'll show it off as it gets built. So I'm gonna get started on the PGX. So this one doesn't have any kind of... Well, it says it has an LE unit. A pre-assembled LED unit is also included for the head. So at least the head has like a LED unit. The JN drives, maybe not. I don't remember.
Yeah, he also comes with this huge GM Buster Sword 2.
So it looks like the GM drives on the shoulder and the head have like a LED. So it's not like that Exia that had that really nice Christmas style LED that would just light up in multiple colors. But it does have some lights, it looks like.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. But I believe at the Tokyo show when we asked the Bandai reps, they said this is based off of the older Perfect Grade 00 Gundam, which came out like 10 years ago, I think, or something. So it is based off of an older suit, but now you get the parts for the Seven Sword G.
Now, I just read on the box here that they've kind of colored it to give it a bit of a texture, which I've noticed they've said recently on the Kamen Rider build.
Ooh.
Not Kamen Rider build. The Kamen Rider figurize kits. So I kind of wonder what that means. So I'm really curious to see you finish this. Are you doing it?
Well, I mean, last year I did the PG Exia. I had it done in like 3 days. So I could have it, show it off on Thursday, and I had it ready for the next week.
Wow.
This year I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull that off, but maybe I can bring in what I have finished. If I haven't finished it all next week, then I can bring it in part at a time. I think that's how Sid used to do it. I don't think Sid ever finished a PG in like one.
Yeah,
I think he would show it off parts at a time. Right? Well, the live build, he could never finish the whole thing. So that was like 2 hours, and like he'd finish one arm, or he would finish
one
like
arm in 2 hours.
One part of it. I mean, it takes time, so... Yeah.
Never having built a PG myself, I don't know how much time goes into them.
Yes.
But... So, we also have some other exciting kits. I know a lot of people were looking forward to this one, the mobile doll Sarah. I don't know that song.
Starship. There's old 80s songs from Starship called Sarah.
But anyways, this one's cool because she has both the robotic-looking face and the normal human face. So
yes, and that's really exciting. Another good thing about this suit is, like, so far, I think a lot of the girl kind of Bandai mobile kits that they've made so far have been really kind of a bit over-sexualized.
Busty?
A bit busty.
Voluptuous.
Like, they have no pants. They're just really kind of open. I don't know how you say. But this Sarah doll is kind of, it's a bit more covered. So
reserved.
It's a bit more reserved. So, I mean, if you were to get like a younger girl into building a Gundam, and she kind of wants to build a more girl-style Gundam, then this actually, I think...
It's a good introductory.
It's a good introduction.
That's a good point, actually. Like, if you're wanting to introduce a female friend, especially a younger, girl, maybe it's your daughter, or maybe your cousin, or somebody to Gunpla, it's probably better to stick with a kit like this versus the ones that have the huge titties.
Are we allowed to say that on YouTube?
I just did.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, a bit more conservative. So
yes, conservative.
That's always.
But yeah, I mean,
acceptable.
she has a really nice design. I like the purple and white.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, the two faces are cool as well.
I think I do want to build this, so I'm going to say when I build this, I think when I put it on my shelf, behind my bed, if you watch 300, if I put it on that shelf, I think she will permanently have not the doll face, but the robot face, because it's more Gundam. I like the more robot style stuff. So
yeah, and that's got to be a first, right? I've never seen a kit like this. So
I don't recall any others like this. So
but yeah, we've also got this Haro, which is really cool looking.
We do. I've been looking forward to Haro. So we had little small Haros before, but now we have this one is a bit different because this is the Figurized Mechanics series Haro. So this also has an option to use the Bandai 2 LED, which is sold separately, the 2 LED thing, and you can use that to light up the eyes. I think I put one of those units on order to get it in here before this thing, but I don't think it has come. So unless I go ahead and rip apart one of my Yamato ships, which might break in the process, then I might not be able to show it off with the LEDs, but we'll have to see. But one thing I really, really like about this is that it has little tiny Haro.
Oh, that's so cute.
In like his brain. So it has like a Haro inside the Haro. So this thing is just awesome. And like the Doraemon, we did the Doraemon and the Doremi before. Those are also this same series, Mechanics. So it has the parts for both the clear, or the solid and the clear. So you can see off the mechanical parts on the inside.
You can see his Haro brain.
You can see the little tiny Haro brain. I wonder, inside that little Haro, is there another little Haro? And inside that Haro, it's like
it Haroception?
Haroception. You read my mind. All right, but also in Figurized Mechanics, we had the Ironman. Figurized Mechanics Ironman was released.
Really? An Ironman?
Doesn't it look like it?
Oh, you mean that? I'm like, no, so we were talking about this the other day, actually. So this Ultraman series is based off a new manga that had come out.
Okay, is that a manga, not an anime?
It's being turned into an anime.
I
believe it's.
I think I saw a trailer for that.
Yeah, it's coming in 2019,
Netflix?
I believe. It might be Netflix, yeah. But this is like supposed to be Ultraman Sun. And instead of just growing to a gigantic size, he actually has a suit very much like Iron Man.
Yes.
So we were talking about how it's like that. But when you said that, I thought you meant there was a different kit of Iron Man.
No, this is actually Ultraman, the famous Japanese series Ultraman. But yeah, this new version. And just, I mean, it looks really like... It looks really like Iron Man.
Yeah.
All right, but also we had something else came in around the time we were doing 300... And that was the high-resolution Astray.
It's so beautiful.
It is so beautiful. Well, the high-resolution kits, usually they have that nice glossy look to them, so they make them look really beautiful. Now, we've only showed off boxes so far, but what... Are we actually going to look at something that's finished today? Or is this it? Are we done for the episode? Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.
See ya.
Just kidding. No, we do have... All right, so this thing did come out a little while ago, so of course I couldn't resist, so I went ahead and I finished the high-resolution Astray. So today we're going to take a closer look at the high-resolution Astray.
I'm so afraid he's going to fall.
As well as I went ahead and put together Ultraman. Ultraman. All right, so let's take a look at the two kits, shall we?
All right, let's go.
Alrighty, so let's take a look. I'm going to say it correctly now. Let's take a look at the brand new Ultraman that just came in, the Figurized Standard Ultraman. And it says B-type, so there must be an A-type. I would assume. Alright, so this is based off of, as Lindsay mentioned, a brand new manga that has come out. It's manga.
Anyways, here's an illustration from it, which is really cool looking. I quite enjoy the art.
All right, I'm really
looking forward to the anime.
Right. I am too. So there is actually a reason that I wanted to build this kit, and that is because I'm actually a fan of Iron Man. And this kit really, really, really looks like the Marvel superhero Iron Man that everybody knows and loves.
Yeah, he's got the chest plate thing.
He's got the little chest light type thing, the eyes, the armor mobile suit. Although Iron Man is of course now he's red and gold, but in the olden days of Iron Man, he also wore red and silver mobile armor suits. So Iron Man has done both over a period of time, and it looks really fantastic. After I put this together, I really like the details of this. Now, Bandai also does like the SH figure art line stuff and the regular toy stuff, but I think the hobby division, because they're molding this here in Japan and they're making it as a model and not something that's going to be hand assembled in China, I really think that they are able to do better details on these model kits than they are for the figure line. Because just looking at this guy up close, I mean, he looks like the parts are just really snappily, crisply molded there. He's got some great lines to it.
I really like the gloss versus the matte finish there, so you can easily see the difference in the plates on his chest. That
is another great feature on this kit. So of course Bandai has done glossy stuff before, but it's really nice to see them pull out that glossy type plastic again for this kit. So you really don't, I mean, just as it is, you don't really need to paint this kit. Now Lindsay, I want to ask you, did you notice that there are some stickers on this kit?
Let me see. I didn't take a very close look. Look with me, audience. Do you see the stickers?
So that is another good thing. So of course I'm always kind of annoyed by stickers if they're really like bad. Sometimes Bandai doesn't do a great job with the stickers, but on this kit...
I found them!
Okay, where do we have?
One's right there.
Alright, so yeah, you got one tiny little sticker for the red part here on this little kind of side armor piece there on the arm, but that's not all. There's actually more. Did you notice the others?
Well, I can tell these are separate pieces, but let's look at the arm. These are separate pieces. That's fine. The helmet. The helmet has these lines or stickers.
Okay, yes. So on the helmet, those little tiny red lines on the sides and across the top, these are actually also stickers. But, I mean, could you really tell when you were looking at it originally?
Not at a glance,
Not at all. There's actually a much bigger sticker on here that kind of maybe has been passed over so far.
Really? Okay. Are you challenging me?
This is a sticker detection challenge.
Okay. Well, it's really easy to tell usually because the glossy red shows up so much against the other colors, and the stickers are not glossy.
I mean, they're a little bit, but usually the red stickers, all of the red stickers on this kit are really, really thin, tiny parts.
I mean, I see a sticker here.
Aha, okay, so yeah.
Here.
Oh, wait, where?
The underside of the arm.
Oh, okay, yeah. There was one here on the underside of the arm there, that red.
The the silver.
Okay, yeah, you got some silver here on the arm.
Todd, stop holding me in suspense. Where is it?
So the biggest one actually is here, this dark gray on the sides here.
I missed it, I mean, totally.
Right, and that doesn't really stick out as well. Maybe I'm just that good at putting on stickers.
Wow, Todd.
The ego. All right, so you got some little tiny red stickers here on the feet as well. But, I mean, even though it does have some stickers, they are really, really hard to notice on this thing.
Yeah.
So, and it looks fantastic. Now, there is one big thing on this kit that we really need to cover here, and that is going to be hiding in the chest. Whoops, let me go ahead and put this guy down. So, in this kit, they also give you this little
key.
It looks like a key, right? And what this is going to be used for is, on the back here, we have this back armor plate that pops right off, and inside, this kit comes with an LED. It's like a 2 LED thing. This is a really nifty feature. I really like this LED. And what you do is you take your key, and you are going to, let me rotate him around so you can see when it gets turned on. You're going to pop.
All right, flipping the lights off. Keep it there.
Okay, so now that's you can really see that there, can't you?
It's very bright.
It's very bright. All right, so one really cool feature about this kit, although this is small, this is like HG size, it has this LED on the inside, and it is able to light up not only the chest, but the eyes as well, and it gives it that really cool, sinister look with those eyes being lit up. Now, how they achieved this is this LED unit in the back. Let me pull off there.
Oh.
It has the blue light in the front, but actually one other thing that I want to mention here. Let me just flip this one more time. You push the button again, and it switches to red.
Wow.
So you have the option of blue chest or a red chest.
That's pretty impressive.
And then this one on the top is always just lit up in white, or just clear, I should say. Now, and the head and on the inside of here, they have this clear kind of like, it's like a light tube that transmits the light from that chest up to the eyes. So on the inside, you have to put a couple of little stickers to block the light from leaking out to the outside.
Oh, okay.
But
that's pretty innovative.
Right, and it looks really, really fantastic when you get that all set up there. So now I mentioned before that I'm a fan of Ironman, and I see this kit and I see that LED unit, And I know Bandai makes like SH Figure Arts Iron Man kits for the Marvel stuff. So I just have to hope maybe someday if I keep praying enough or whatnot, that maybe someday Bandai is going to start making model kits of
the Avengers.
Of the Avengers. That would be really cool. Some Iron Man, build like a house of, or the Hall of Armor and model kits type thing.
Now I got the impression that you weren't so big on superhero movies, but you like Iron Man.
I like Iron Man. I'm growing up Iron Man and War Machine, because War Machine also comes from Iron Man. That was my favorite of the Marvel comic books.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm not huge on like some guy getting bit by a spider and magically grows like spider stuff. But
so you like mech.
I like mech.
You like technology.
I like technology, and then I like.
You like these suits.
I like superheroes that they got their powers because they built it themselves. So it's not like some divine pulling a sword out of a lake type of superpower weird thing.
Sorry, I'm just checking out the joints real quick. It looks like this just rotates all around.
Yeah, can you show that off? This kit actually does have some really great articulation.
That's cool, like, because it's hidden because of the muscle kind of shape. So you can just rotate that all around, which means you have quite a bit of, look at that.
All right, and the shoulder also has like an extra little joint, and there's like a double jointed shoulder kind of thing. So you have the typical arm joint, but then also the shoulder part pops out a little bit too to give you that little bit of extra reach.
Yeah, that's really cool. The head obviously pops off there.
The head does pop off a little bit easily, but the neck is kind of tall, and the neck gives you just a little bit extra movement to it. So there's that, and then also like if you were to hold this, like this also moves. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
So you have like the head movement, it pivots itself, but then you also have a little bit pivot for the neck.
Okay,
so that is really cool. So then the legs as well.
Can he do the split?
Now the legs are kind of blocked a little bit by the design of this side shoulder. So maybe that leg part doesn't move so well, but he does have some pretty decent movement there. And the knee
does not move so much from what I can see.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
That's not so bad.
It's not a...
In a simple pivot for the ankle there, so there's no extra toe movement or what have you.
But he can do this.
There you go. He can break an ankle.
I'm so sorry, Ultraman.
Oh.
Okay, so there we go.
So there you go. So
basic movement.
Basic movements. Now let's also cover about the weapons and the extra options that you get with this kit. Now maybe, well, they don't really show that here, but let's take a look. So he also comes with this really cool looking gun, and of course the trigger hand to go with it. So I just have that popped in there. He also has, now if you look on the back of his arms here, he has these silver pieces here. Now they give you a couple of different options for these silver pieces. They have some clear blue beams in there, so if you really wanted, you could pop that off, and you could pop in this one with that little beam in there.
That's
so
nice.
He can backhand somebody and slice them open with his little lightsaber type thing. Or he can go crazy with this...
the classic Ultraman.
Exploding arm...
the beam.
Exploding arm beam. That is also cool.
That also goes there.
That also goes there. And he has another...
Because you know the classic Ultraman pose, right?
Oh, yes.
Did they show it in here?
Maybe not. How about the box?
Yeah, there it is, right there. See?
Oh, this one. Okay. Yes, that is the classic, isn't it? All right, so we also have these two kind of cool-looking...
discs.
Laser discs. Energy discs type things. And they give you these open hands that you can plug into the discs. So if you just want to have them without the disc, you can unplug it as well. So I just have them set up like so. So that is really cool. You also have some marking stickers if you are so inclined to put those stickers on there. But I really like the look of this, I want to say mobile suit. It's not a Gundam. I really like the look of this armor without any of the stickers, because that silver and that gloss red are really clean. It really looks beautiful. Okay, so am I missing anything? I think not.
I think that's about it.
I think that's about it
for
the Ultraman.
Does he come with a stand?
Oh, yes he does. Woo. He comes with a stand. But he, as you could see as we were reviewing it, he's able to stand just fine even on those tiny little feet. So I really didn't feel the need to build this stand. It comes with a clear stand. I think this is the same they used for other kind of figure model kits they've done before. So... But I didn't build it, and I actually forgot to bring it. So there you have it. All right.
So here he is in all his red and white and black glory.
Yes, sir, indeed.
The high-resolution Gundam Astray red frame.
Red frame. So this is the third of the regular release high-resolution model kits that they have done so far. So we had the Barbados was the first, and that was actually one of the last kits that Sid built before he left.
Really?
Wait, he had it done in the episode 200. I remember Sid was doing the tea ceremony in the boxes with a bunch of model kits, and I think the high-resolution Astray was out there with him. So Sid did the high-resolution Astray, and then I did the high-resolution Wing Gundam. Do you remember the Wing Gundam?
Yeah, in fact, it's in our winter sale right now.
Okay, yes, I think it might be if you guys are able to.
This video might go up while the winter sale is still continuing, so if you want to grab that, I really recommend it. It's a very nice kit with all the wing parts.
Yeah. Although it does kind of fall apart. We gave one away in that in the episode 300, so we had a high resolution as one of those giveaways. Now, compared to the Wing Gundam, let's get into the Astray here. Now, one thing I really enjoyed about this one was it doesn't fall apart like the wing. So, the armor pieces are on here, and they are on here pretty nice and stable. So I really, even if I move around these parts, he really likes to hold on to the armor piece. So I just like that. But of course, I mean, the wing, you have those huge wings.
Yeah.
And you have a whole lot of extra parts onto it. Whereas the Astray is kind of a bit bare bones, I want to say. Not a whole lot to it. This kit took me just one day to put together. So about the same time as what it takes me to put together a high-grade kit. So there actually wasn't a whole lot to it, to be honest. And that is because, just like all of the other high-resolution kits, this one comes including, hey, let's show off the manual.
The pre-built frame.
The pre-built frame. So
there we go.
There you go. So you get this pre-built frame, and this pre-built frame is made in China, and then also they include all of the armor pieces that you're going to be putting on after, and all those armor pieces are made by Bandai Hobby here in Japan. So it's kind of a combination of figure and model kit. And when they do these high resolution kits, and what they've done for this one as well, is the armor pieces, they have this really kind of nice glossy finish to it. So today is really a glossy episode between the Ultraman and the high resolution. But the gloss on this one, I think, is just a bit of an extra higher sheen to it than what was on the Ultraman. So it really has that look of like a pre-painted gloss type of kit, which looks just fantastic. And here on the chest as well, in these black pieces, just looks fabulous, just looks great and stunning. Now, also speaking of great finishes on this kit, let's go to what's hanging on his side, and that is going to be this beautiful sword. So this beautiful sword comes with the sheath, and of course you've got this nicely molded golden kind of plated parts to it. Plated, kind of painted.
Oh, the sword actually comes out.
And then the sword actually comes out, and this is a really beautiful sword that Bandai has molded here. Let me see if we can get the effects for this sword on the camera here. So the Japanese style katana, Sid was a real master on the swords. So actually it has like
there's like a little texture right here.
Like the folded lines, because when they make these swords, like they fold the steel over and over and over again, and you kind of get that little look to it. I think that's what it is. So they've actually have that on here, although it's kind of quite difficult for the camera
when you tilt it a certain way.
Right. And that just looks really, really fantastic. They did a great job on this sword. They did a great job on this kit, I really gotta say. So this is one of my favorite high resolution kits that they've done so far. And the sword also kind of has a nice little pop so that it can lock into place and it doesn't like fall out when it's in the holster. So that's a really nice feature too. So he's also got, let's see, what else am I gonna mention?
It's available now.
It is available now. So we still got this guy in stock. Now the joints, as it mentions in the manual, there's some actual like die cast. So the frame isn't just all plastic.
It's die cast.
You actually get some die cast metal parts. So the feet here, this is like actually metal. So that gives it some great like weight down at the bottom. So he's not gonna like fall over even if the table shakes or if there's like a little earthquake, which there was one here a couple of days ago actually. So that's nice too. And it mentions that the joints, so you got some more die cast parts here too. It mentions that the joints are die cast. I don't think all of the joints are, but so far it feels pretty sturdy. I have to say the frame on this thing is nice, and it's really, really like has a nice tightness to it, so it doesn't flop around at all.
It's really strange seeing screws on a Gundam kit. I just noticed those on the booty there.
On the booty, he's got some booty screws here. So I mean, but they are painted black, and they are on the back.
It doesn't stand out because it's under this flap. It's just that Todd had it tilted like this, so I saw them.
Yeah, I mean, if you tilt it up like that, you're going to see it. But for the most part, most people are never going to see those screws. All right, so what else am I missing? Shall we go through the whole range of motions that he can pull here? So let's see. This guy has the ability to go out with the shoulders, and his arm has kind of a nice kind of double joint there. The leg, of course, I already showed off. Now the toe also has like separate toe joints. So you have the big toe moves separately from the other three, which is kind of cool. Or of course you can move them together. And let's see, that's it. There's no like separate thing to move the heel, I should say. The foot itself has a joint on the ankle, so you are able to get some good movements for the foot itself. And let's see, let's take a look at extras you count. So we have the shield. Thank you, Lindsay. All right, so let's take a look at the shield. So it comes with a shield. Now, contrasting with the rest of the kit, the gray on the shield is really kind of matte. Looks more model. Like a lot of this kit, like with the really glossy white and black parts, it doesn't look really model-y, but I gotta say the shield, this gray part here, kind of does look a bit more model-y.
This looks more typical of an HG
typical
kit
HD or typical model kit. The red parts on this shield, they're not gloss, but the white parts are kind of that glossy. So you have that option if you want to equip it with the shield. You get beam sabers, and all you would have to do with the beam saber is just pop off one of the handles from his backpack there, and you can pop in that. So I mean, he has this really awesome sword. So but you also get beam sabers, so you have options. Options are always good. All right, you also get a gun, and this is kind of a cool looking gun, molded in two different colors, a light gray and a dark gray. This part moves here on the bottom, so that's nice as well. And let's show off, last but not least, you get kind of a plethora of hand options.
Wow, and you built them all.
I went ahead and I built all of the hands for this guy. So you get like a gripping hand, and these hands also have like a joint on the wrist here, so you're able to move them around a bit. So you have a little grip here hand. You have kind of a ninja chop, paw rapper, the rapid chop, head chop hand type thing. You have your more open type of action pose hand. So I think that's about all of them there. So kind of pretty cool options that you can have with hands for posing for all of you guys out there that love your poses. So this kit, I mean, for both this and the Ultraman, I gotta say, both of the kits I built today, they were really great kits, and I would have to say I recommend them if you guys are fans of the high resolution, or if you're a fan of the Astray, or if you're a fan of the Ultraman, or if you're a fan of Ironman.
He's not Iron Man, Todd.
He's not Iron Man.
He's never going to be Iron Man.
Looks like it. Someday I can dream.
But yeah, I mean, Bandai has, the licenses for Marvel, but I don't know if they share those licenses between the hobby division and the Tamashi division, so that's another thing.
That's another thing. We don't know that information, so just hopes and dreams.
Yes.
Okay, I think I've gone on enough about these two guys.
All right, I think that about does it. So that was Todd's beautiful high resolution
and
Astray red frame, and Ultraman. Todd,
right? It was cool. They're both really cool. So, yeah.
So I guess we don't have a winner today, huh?
We don't have a winner today, but we kind of blew the budget on the giveaway for episode 300. So you have to excuse us if there was no actual prize for this episode for 301. But we're gonna start again from well, I guess we're starting this episode, but the giveaway would actually be a next episode.
Yes.
So if you guys would like to win, we're going back to 2,000 yen HobbyLink Japan store credit. If you would also like to win 2,000 yen HobbyLink Japan store credit, which I just said twice now in a row, I don't know why. All you need to do is go to hobbylink.tv and leave a comment, and that's it.
Yep, on this episode 301.
301.
And, you can leave a comment on YouTube as well if you like, and be sure to like and subscribe and click that bell to get notifications for our next episodes, because the YouTube algorithm doesn't like to show people videos anyways, even if you're subscribed. So make sure you do all that so you're always in on the most recent giveaway and the most recent kits.
Yes, indeed.
And of course, you can also find us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, and links to all of those are on hlj.com.
Okay.
I think I got it.
I think so indeed. Thanks again for joining me, Lindsay. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again soon next week with part of a PG.
See ya.